Yo, what
Yeah,
am I saying? Am I still here?
yeah, we're live.
Okay. Because I didn't see nothing. What's my screen saying?
Yeah, you're lagging a bit. I can't
You're
lie to you.
lagging.
Yeah. All right, Jalil, carry on.
I've got it, man. I've got it. Yeah, so we're back for a kind of like an episode we've never done before. John and Rash will be here within the next 2 minutes, I promise. But I'm doing well. Jeff, what you saying?
I'm good, man. All good. Intrigued to see how we're gonna judge this and what people are gonna say. I'll say that.
Just from speaking to you, Jeff, yeah. I know you're not gonna agree with what most men are gonna say. Like, I feel like you're gonna be protecting certain man. Let me take this off, man. Let me take this. Oh wait, it's back. Okay. Yeah, you're gonna be protecting certain man. But certain man are gonna have to kick rocks. So this is the first time ever we're doing a keep or sell. And obviously we're planning to do this, obviously, not just with Arsenal, but obviously we'll get a Chelsea fan in and we'll jump with a Chelsea fan, we'll get a Spurs fan, big up Jesse, we'll get a United fan, might get Ed back, might get our boy Jamie in. Do you know what I mean? So Liverpool, obviously Lambs has got to show his face. Do you know what I mean? So we're gonna do a lot of these shows before the season starts because we want to see who potentially people want to keep and sell.
Yeah.
But obviously, top of your head, straight away, who do you think is going to be the most controversial player we're going to speak about today? Who's going to split decisions? Because I'm speaking to you already. I already know your thoughts on one, but there's a few others, man.
Oh no, man. I feel like Aubameyang might be an interesting one. Lacazette might be an interesting one. I think that's where I draw the line. I think the others. Oh no, man. I think at least I think I'll be alone with some of my opinions. I'll say that.
I think so as well. But big up our boy Ed in the building. Yes, boys, big up you, bro.
You.
Come on, man. But for me, where I think we might split this in some of the youngsters. Obviously, we don't have to say who right now, but I'm not gonna say where we should put him because there's obviously a few tiers. But Willock is one who I know a lot of Arsenal fans are like, nah, go back on loan, or he done well on loan. So I think what people are forgetting that he's still kind of young. I mean, what do you think about Willock, man?
He's got potential to get in the box and score goals. I don't think he's good on the ball or anything. In the times he was playing for Arsenal, I feel like he just makes a lot of the wrong decisions. So maybe it is right for him to not. Maybe he's just not a fit for Arsenal. Maybe as a second string. But then after you've been exposed to Newcastle first team and you scored 8 in 14, he probably thinks he's ready to start. So I would hear him. Yes, it's good. Very good. He scored in the last 7 games or something like that. But I think Newcastle really, really want him. So if they come in with a 25-30 million pound bid, I say sell him, man. He's not an imperative youngster to keep. He's just okay. He had a good run that boosts his stock, but I don't think it's going to help him as an Arsenal player because I just don't think he's necessarily good enough.
Yeah, no, you're right. Because Arsenal playing style and Newcastle playing style is totally different. Let's be real. So yeah, that you make sense. But there's one player to ask you about before obviously the boys come in. Who's that Brighton player who centre mid that we were linked to, man? Basuma. What's your thoughts on him? Why do you? I mean, obviously you don't sit in the boardroom, so we don't actually know. But why do you think we haven't actually approached him? In the status that he wanted to come, the status that we have the money for him, potentially. Why do you think we haven't gone for him?
I think it's because Arteta likes the left-footed player to play on the left. The way he likes to build attacks, or the way he wants the team to build attacks, he likes specific players in their specific position. So where another manager, you could have 2 right-footed centre mids, it wouldn't really matter. But I think he's like really big on like angles and like how you set up the play. And Basuma would play where Partey plays. So I think if we didn't have Partey, we probably would have gone for him. But I think that's probably a lot of the reason why. Do I care if there's a left-footed player and a right-footed player? No, I'd like Basuma there, innit? Like, it's cold. But I hear him. Like, if that's what you want to do, and there's what Lokonga signed. We're linked with a few other players, and we're sure we're gonna talk about people like Owar, stuff like that. Madison is like a big link as well. But yeah, I think that's a lot of the reason we ain't gone for Basuma. Me personally, I say we should have just slapped 100 mil in Brighton's hand and say, give me Lamptey, give me Basuma, give me Ben White. I want all three.
Facts. Yeah. John, you back? I'll ask you about Basuma as well, man. Why do you think we didn't go for the kid, man? Because Jeff made a good point in regards to Arteta's playing style. You know, someone's on the left, he wants a left-footed player. That's probably why Xhaka played so much under him. Mm-hmm. But for me, like Jeff, I don't really care, bro. Right foot, left foot, bro. I'm pretty sure you can use your left as well, man. I mean, come on. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's for that reason. I think he's kind of following the mold of Man City, where they always had David Silva playing that left side role, and I think he wants a left foot to cover the left side, someone who's comfortable with it. So I think that's what he's trying to do. The only thing that confuses me a bit is then, if that's the case, I don't know why we're trying to sign Ruben Neves, because he's right-footed. So
back up
could be a backup, but do you think this new Lokonga kid is going to be starting?
If I'm him, I'm not coming to be backup. Like, I've been in the Wolves team. I've been playing in the Prem for a while. If I'm coming, I'm not coming to just play second fiddle. So that's a good point. Like, if we're linked with Neves, then don't know. Maybe we're priced out of Basuma. Maybe Brighton are saying something wild, like 60 mil or something like that.
And you know what the maddest thing is, yeah? Like, you guys know I'm not a Xhaka fan, but can any of us really say Neves is a huge upgrade on Xhaka? If we're going to sell Xhaka for 17 mil, right? And then sign them for 35, we're signing someone for double the value of a player we're selling. I'm expecting double the player, really. I don't feel like we're getting that. But that's
not. I think Neves is better, but yeah, I wouldn't say double the player. Like,
I don't think so.
They probably have similar qualities. Like, I think Neves is probably just a little bit more mobile and a little bit more intelligent on the ball. But I don't know. Like, especially with the way Xhaka used to drop in. Like, I don't know. Like, I wouldn't spend 35 mil on Neves if I was us. Especially when money's short.
Yeah, no, 100%. I agree with that. But I mean, it seems like we've got a lot of money flying around, because someone said that we've put in a bit of like 40 mil for Locatelli.
Yeah, now we also they said they're willing to, like, I think it's a lot to do with FFP in it. That's probably why we're going for a lot of man. But we know Locatelli's first choice is Juve, innit? So we're kind of saying, like, the money's here. Like, if you feel like changing your mind, we're here. But it's kind of on Juve. If Juve drop the ball, then we've got a shot in it. But.
Yeah, no, 100%. But I don't think we're gonna get Locatelli. I think that's a bit of a play around move. But man. Big up Ed in the chat saying yes, boys. Big up Hate Show, love my bro saying yes, boys. Let's get into it, man. Let me get my screen up. Obviously, we're not gonna be too harsh. We're not gonna sell everybody. We're gonna sell a lot, but we ain't selling everybody. So let me know when you guys can see that. Okay, obviously Rash hopefully will be joining us shortly. Just having some, I don't even think it's a Wi-Fi issue. I think it's just browser issues. Rash, if you can hear us, try a different browser, bro. But yeah, man, hopefully you can be on soon. But yeah, man, let's get straight into it. We've done these before, so we know how it works. I'll come to each one of you, man, and then you guys just give me where you feel like the person belongs. So I've zoomed in a bit. Hopefully we can just about see everybody.
Is that Aubameyang first?
That is Aubameyang first. I can move him.
You need to save that for when Rash gets on, because I've heard a lot of stuff Rash has been telling me, and it's going to be very. Yeah, I don't want to say too much because I'm going to give away the game plan. So please,
no worry.
I hear that.
Let me move Aubameyang. Aubameyang. All right, cool. So you know what? First man up. Jalil, I don't know if you want to start, man. Heck the Bellerin.
Let me get him.
Go on, bro. Go on. Get back better.
Yeah, let me get him, man.
I don't know why you're laughing, bro.
So what's our categories then? So okay, cool. I'm not going to be disrespectful with this one. It's going to have to be sell for the right price.
Okay.
Although I feel like a couple of years ago with Bellerin, he potentially was top 5 right backs in the league somewhere, some sort.
Yeah.
It's arguably it's debatable, right?
No.
For me now, he's in the top 20. There are more than 10 right backs in front of him. And I don't feel like anybody can argue with us. So as Arsenal, as a team like Arsenal, we obviously want to get back to heights. Let's get back first of all, Champions League, and then go after titles and whatnot. Can we do that with Bellerin there? No. So he needs to be sold. So there's a gap there where we can potentially go after actual right back. For that reason, why I am going to say sell for the right price. I won't say sell, get the hell out of my club. You Ford, I know you've taken that out, but it's close to getting there. It is very close. Don't get me wrong, it's very close. But I do see a bit of money in the kid. One of the Spanish clubs will take him for 10 mil, whatever we can get that can contribute to another right back.
Okay. Jeff, any disagreements?
Nah, I probably agree to sell for the right price because I wouldn't say just get him out of the club because that means that even if we have no replacement, sell him. And we probably don't have a good enough Ainsley, Maitland-Niles, and Cedric. Cedric's cool, but to start 38 games, I'm cool on that. I don't want Cedric to start 38 games.
Okay, so Hector Bellerin sell for the right price. So next up, we've got Balogun.
John, what's your thoughts on Bellerin, man? It'll be good. Let's see.
Yeah, you know what? I would have I've got that slot at the bottom reserved for only like 2 or 3 people. And as much as I don't like Bellerin, I think he's someone that you can get a decent little bit of money for him. And I don't think he's ever disrespected the club or anything like that. I think he was just unlucky to have a very, very bad injury. And he's just a player who relies a lot on speed. So because of that, he didn't really have the fundamentals of defending together. But, I think we see that a lot with players. Even we probably played with them. We know a lot of players who are fast and rely on their recovery pace to get them out of trouble. Mm-hmm. And unfortunately for them, it's not maybe sometimes until they get injured that they do try and learn the basics of the game. But it's hard to learn the basics when you're quite advanced in age. So that's why I wouldn't say get out of my club because, he's been bad, but I think that's a special category, get out of my club. I would have agreed with both of you, to be fair. HO saying sell. Mr. PK, big up to you, bro, saying get him out. Yo, my G's, hope you're all good. Hope you're all good too, bro. And then big up to my G Arlen, who was here the other day saying get out ASAP. Bring in Lamptey. Yeah.
I would love Lamptey to come.
Yeah, I think we do love Lamptey. Let me try and get Rash on the screen. I think he's just going to keep.
Arlen, Arsenal supporter then, yeah?
Yeah, Arlen's a big Arsenal supporter, isn't he? Yeah, he said Aubameyang's a legend.
Cool.
Yeah. An Arsenal legend.
Yeah, big one. Yeah, he loves him.
Jeff had to confirm.
Nah, don't get me.
We ain't won enough.
Don't get me started on Arlen, bro.
John,
I'd like to speak about Aubameyang when it comes, though. Don't worry.
John, see if Arlen wants to jump on.
Nah, man, I can't have that guy on twice in a week.
Wow.
Nah, hey, Arlen, if you're watching, just stay there, G. But if you really want to come in, I'll send you the link, bro. I'll send you the link. I don't know what's going on with Rashford, man. I feel for him. He's actually trying to get in.
The reason why I need to hear more about that Aubameyang thing, man. I need to hear a lot more about it, man.
Nah, you know what? Let me not even throw him under the bus. I think it's because, you guys know I kind of get onto Aubameyang, and I think Arlen always defends him. So I kind of joked around with him saying, you might as well be a legend in your eyes.
John, I feel like you're about to hear something different from Jeff today. I'm not going to say which way, but you're about to hear something from Jeff.
Jeff's about to make an Ed move and then just shift.
I've been the same way about Aubameyang.
Cool.
You guys are just you're louder than me about it. I just chill, I don't mind.
Yeah. To be fair, you're mad relaxed still. I can't lie. Yeah. Stay there, Arlen, bro. Stay there. Alba legend, how old is Arlen? Bro, speak to him, please, man. Speak to Arlen still. He's in the chat. Mr. PK, just rinse him. All right. Next up, we got Balogun. I mean, Jeff, I think this might be a quick one. What are we saying? Oh, actually, is it a quick one?
I don't know which one I'd have him in, but I'd say keep. Like, because we fought to keep him. Like, if we're gonna let him go, his contract ran out in the summer, so we made him sign a new contract. So that kind of self-explanatory, like for me. And from what I see from him, he's a good player. Like he can, if Lacazette gets sold or whatever, I wouldn't mind if he stepped up there. We're just gonna need a more experienced player anyway. But it's cool if he's in the mix. I'm not fussed.
Yeah. Okay, so which one would you go out of the two? It's a bit of a tricky one with him because we don't really know what his value is.
Yeah, I would say the blue one, just about. I'm not saying keep at all costs because that means you're indispensable. Like,
yeah, okay. Jalil, any disagreements?
Yeah, not really for the reasons of for me it's a bit of a mad one because you kind of sense that Nketiah kind of feeling from the kid in terms of you know he's gonna smash it when he gets his opportunity, but are you gonna be consistent? That's always my thing, and we can't say he is or we're not. So we don't really know where we are. I wouldn't sell him though, because you know me, I like to see what's going on. So I'm with Jeff. I'm with Jeff with this one. 100%. It's got to be in the blue one. The green one, it can't be there just because we haven't seen consistency. We see it at youth level, but we know the Premier League is a whole different ball game. So I'm with Jeff with this one.
Yeah, no, I agree with both of you. On AGN spreading lies on the net. Alba deserved his respect until last season, but never a legend. All right, Arlen, I'm glad you cleared it up, and now it's live forever. So I'm going to clip that from our group chats, innit? But yeah, man, what are we saying? So yeah, I agree with you on Balogun. Me, just about keep. Next up, we got Callum Chambers. Now I think until Rash comes, I'll probably take this one. So with Callum Chambers, I will say sell for the right price. I was going to say get out of my club, but again, with him, I think he's been unlucky with injuries. He's had a lot of bad injuries. And while I don't think he was ever good enough, he's always tried his best. And I think we might still be able to get 10 million for him. So I'm saying, sell for the right price for Callum Chambers. What are you man saying?
I'm going to say keep just about.
Okay.
Reasons being, he plays more than one position. Sometimes you need that, for example. Also, before he got injured, Chambers was actually playing. Obviously, he's not going to be. Jeff used this word in a group chat, the X factor. Something special. He ain't got that. But what he does have, he can play ball. Do you know what I mean? He can play on the right. He can play right back. Pace does let him down. That's the only thing that lets him down. And he can play centre backs as well. He wins his duels, he wins his headers, and that's the kind of stuff you want to see. For backup, I would keep the kid. I wouldn't sell him, just because we've seen more positives than negatives. If I'm being real, but again, I think I see why you don't say you don't want him as a player because he hasn't got that X factor. What we've been talking about.
Yeah, to be fair, that's a good point there. On you need utility players. You know what? You got me thinking that if we keep him, means we could let go of a couple of others who we may get more money from. So what are you saying? What are you saying, Jeff?
I'd probably say keep just for squad purposes. I think he's not bad. Like you said, he's been unlucky with injuries. Like he's not an amazing player. Maybe just bog standard, just average, isn't it? He's just a normal guy. But when he plays right back, sounds weird to say, he's the best crosser of the ball that we have from right back. It don't even make sense. Like Bellerin gets all the chances, and then when he crosses it just gets cleared. Cedric's crossing isn't fantastic. Chambers always seems to put in dangerous cross. I don't know why. It doesn't really make sense. Why a centre back by trade is good at right back at crossing. But I'll keep him, man, just for utility and squad purposes and whatnot.
Yeah. I think you guys both made great points there. And Mr. PK is saying agree, keep as he's versatile at the back, good squad player. Yeah, I think sometimes maybe even I get lost in this. Sometimes you just need the dependable squad players who are going to come in and just do a job. And I think he falls under that category. So, yeah, I think that's fair. People, smash the likes if you're just joining, or whenever you catch this video, smash the likes. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. And, yeah, make sure to comment on the video. Let us know your thoughts. So keep just about. All right, Jalil, let's try and do the next couple quick. Cedric.
Yeah, Cedric for me, I'm a bit on the side because I do want Chambers to be back up, but I don't want Cedric as my number one. Although if we're looking at pricing and stuff and age and whatnot, I don't know how much we're going to get for him. But for me, I'd rather see him outside the club with Bellerin, if I'm being honest. Sell for the right price, whether it's 5 mil, whatever it may be, and hopefully the guys at the club will good or potentially getting a good right back or someone who can do a better job than both Bellerin and Chambers. But I'd rather Cedric. But I'd rather keep Chambers from the start. So.
Okay, Jeff.
Yeah, I'm kind of on the fence with this one, but I'm not mad at Sell for the right price. Like, he's not been bad, but I don't know, man. Like, I think Chambers is maybe a little better just because he can play too, and yeah, I'm not really fussed too much about Cedric. So Sell for the right price is fine with me.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that. Arlen's saying last chance to get any money for Chambers at 26 years old, but big opportunities to recoup higher sums from other players. Keep just about. Mr. PK is saying keep if we don't sign another right back, but sell will do. Sell if we do. Yeah, I'm not, and I think we should sign a new right back. So if we're being honest, I think we know Chambers will be happy to play as a backup. So I think, yeah, I'm not mad with sell at the right price. I think, yeah, that makes sense. All right, next up, Jeff, we got Eddie Nketiah. What are you saying, bro?
I'll say sell for the right price for Nketiah. Looked all right at times when he comes on, but just as an overall number 9, we normally play like one up front. Like, it's just not good enough. He ain't got the presence to be a one up front. And I think someone like Balogun is probably even a little better. I don't know why Nketiah got his chance first, but yeah, man, I think Nketiah, I think he's got a year left, if I'm not mistaken. So
got a year left.
We won't get much. Like, might maybe get 8 to 10 if we're lucky. But yeah, 7.
Yeah. Okay, Jalil?
Yeah, I agree with Jeff, man. He's kind of got a goal, man. Yeah, the presence ain't there. I remember him coming on as a sub for a few games when there was tired legs. And the other subs that will come on will do better than he does. He just runs around and doesn't get involved. Well, he tries to get involved, but it's not effective enough, if that makes sense. So for that reason being said, yeah, he's got to be sold, man.
Okay, so we're both saying it. I mean, yeah, I think because he's got 1 year left, you're probably not even gonna get the right price for him, but it would be sell for the right price because I'm not gonna be too harsh on a youngster. I've always said he was never good enough, but I'm not gonna crucify the kid and put him in the bottom row. Yeah, so I think sell for the right price, and then hopefully he can have a good career elsewhere because I'm sure he can. All right, let me pick up the next guy, El Nene.
Yeah, like that pause. I said, oh man.
Yeah,
you're thinking the same thing I'm thinking. That's what I'm gonna say.
My heart's saying sell for the right price. My head's saying get out of my club. But you know what? I like El Nene as a person, so I'm gonna be nice to him. And I'm gonna say sell for the right price.
What's the price?
That's what I was gonna say.
Well, 5 million. To be fair, I mean, it's just you know what? Oh man, you know what? Because I don't want to put him as the first one and get out of my club. So you know what? Let's move Shaq up. All right, Shaq, get out of my club. Let's do it. Go.
Nah. You know what? For me, you know what? I'm different.
I'll keep Shaka here.
Oh, mate.
Yeah, let me just take the 5 million for El Nene, man. Sell at the right price. I can't do it to him, man. I can't. He's a nice guy, man. He's a nice guy. Well, if you man listen, I've got no complaints if you man say get out of my club because
I'm saying if without him being a nice guy, footballing wise, what do you think?
Oh, say get out of my club.
Then you have to go with your heart. Like you can't put him,
Yeah.
you can't put him himself for the right price because you want to be nice. If you want to kick him out, he's got to go.
Yeah, I mean he's indispensable though.
John, let me help you out. Let me help you out here. Yeah.
Yeah. You want to take over the control and just put him there.
Nah. For me, it's sell, get out of my club. For some reason, I feel like Rash's internet's gonna start working now.
Hey, Rash is back.
You're talking about Willis. I see.
What's going on? What is this?
That was funny.
That was weird.
That's I feel like Rush is gonna pop up. Here it comes.
Who's talking about my guy? Who's talking about my guy disrespectfully? I know
Hey,
it
that's
ain't you,
not me, bro. That's you. I said sell for the right price, bro. It's not me. It's them.
Do you know what? I'll say. Do you know what? I'll say. John, let me just take stuff out. But for some reason, when I said I just felt the energy of Rash, just like just trying to slap me.
That's funny, bro. Oh, that's actually funny.
No, but yeah, let me say what I'm gonna say. But for me, El Nene, for example, unfortunately, he's one that I would wanted to go for a long time. That's why I'm saying sell, but get out of the club because you're not gonna get. We've got to be real. We're not gonna get the right price. What is the right price for El Nene? Be real.
There isn't.
I don't know. I genuinely don't know.
That's my point.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So we got one sell for the right price, one get out of my club. Jeff, what are you saying?
Yeah, got a professional and all that. Not bad. But probably even rather give the shot to a youngster. So I get out of my club.
Okay. And then Rash, last one. What are you saying? Oh, Nene.
Yeah, I'd sell him for about 5 mil.
Yeah, that's what he said. So is that sell for the right price or is that sell get out of my club? Where do you want him?
Yeah, I think it's time for him to go, to be honest, just to invest in something a bit better. If we're looking to move forward. He's not the worst player in the squad at all. You know what I mean? And he's got a lot of he brings a lot of calmness to the midfield. I don't think he's erratic at all. He does simple things, but yeah, I think we just need a little bit more now if we're looking to push on.
Okay, yeah. So was that the last row then, yeah?
Yeah.
Who is this next?
Smith Rowe.
Oh,
next up, we got Smith Rowe. New contract yesterday. I think 5-year deal or a long-term deal, as Arsenal like to announce. Number 10 shirt. Obviously, a big statement by the club. A lot of videos, promos done about it. So Rash, I'll come to you first, man. Smith Rowe, yeah, man. How you feeling about his new deal, and where would you put him within amongst these 4 tiers?
I mean, I think his new deal is good. Do you know what I mean? I think it's good that we're holding on to these young players that have a lot of talent, who a lot of clubs are trying to swipe from us. Do you know what I mean? And the fact that we can hold them down to long-term contracts, I think is very good negotiations from Arsenal in regards to players that we already have in the club. But at the same time, from what I want from Arsenal as an elite club of what they were, I mean, I don't think what we have in the squad is currently what we need to get there. So I'll say keep as just about, not because he's pants or anything like that. It's just that I expect or I want more from Arsenal. I want more ambition from them. And this guy's got a lot of potential, but I want some right now, instant gratification. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Especially for that number 10 role.
Well, I'm going to update it then to keep, but more to prove. I think that's probably more fair than just about, because just about makes it sound hard. Because the way Rash explained it there was a good explanation. And it sounded like, we want to keep him, but you have to prove yourself. That's the right. I like that. So what we saying, Jeff, what are you saying? You happy with that one, Smith Rowe keep, but more to prove?
I'd probably put him in the top one, just because. Regardless, because I think we're still going to buy another attacking mid. I don't think he's the be or end all. I'm not looking too much into the number because No one cares about numbers anymore. It's like that iconic number thing is over. Like number 10 means this, number 9 means it just don't matter anymore. So I'm not really looking into that too much. I just think in terms of like what he brings, like, he's a good injection, good young player. From the flashes of what we saw last season, bags of potential, still a lot to work on. But if you bring in a more experienced attacking mid, who you can learn from, because at the moment he's learning from nobody, learning on the fly. So if you bring in someone else, then he could really, really pick up his game. So I'd say, based on his potential, keep at all costs.
Okay. And finally, Jalil.
Yeah, I was pretty split with him, but it's only been like 3 quarters. It's been 75% of the season. Would you say we've seen him?
Yeah, half a season.
More time for me. I mean, for me, more time that's enough for me. For me to put a judgment on people, and with him, Martinelli, and Saka's tempo that I always kept talking about. These are just don't want to give up. Like even Smith Rowe and that, there were some games we saw that he wasn't his best, but there were some games that we saw him do the business. And with the right players around him, I can't see him doing nothing but the business. So yeah, I'm gonna go for the top one, man. I want to keep him at all costs, especially that he's young. And obviously, I don't know where this has come from. I got a lot of stick, but we're battling against Aston Villa to keep him at 1 point. So that's why the contract came into play. But I don't know where that come from. But for me, keep him at all costs.
I don't know with the Aston Villa one. I feel like they came in and just tried it. They knew we were never going to sell him for that price. So I think it was
your intentions, isn't it?
It was almost like a mini statement from Aston We to say, we don't rate you. We feel like we're at your level.
Because they already took Buendia. It was funny still. They took Buendia. And we actually tried to get. And then they're like, you know what? Let's see what you're saying about your young boy. Let's see if we can just swipe him quick.
Trust me, that was mad still. You know what? I would have gone for the same one as Rash. I would have said keep, but more to prove. But I'm not necessarily mad given that it's 2-2 if we put him at the top one. I'm not mad.
I'm not mad at it going lower. Normally when you go 2-2, you always put him lower. But I'm not mad at him having something to prove because everyone's got different kind of standards in terms of what they want to see in players and stuff. So I'm not mad at
We're still saying keep him. We're just saying more to prove. So I think if we put him there for now, we can change it because he does have more to prove. But all right, let's do the next couple quick. So Jalil, I'll come to you, Gabriel.
With all the defenders that we have, no, do not fuck it. Keep it more to prove. I think he's still got more to prove. Unfortunately, he had a great start to the season, and it was like this is the key. But then he let his hair down. But that was due to the partner. People were saying. So I'm gonna say until we see him with a good partner, hopefully we get someone in. Don't know if it's Ben White, but if we get someone in, more to prove. We still want to. He's a good kid. He can still improve, and we've got to see more of him.
Okay, more to prove. Make sure you smash the likes, people. Jeff, Rash, any disagreements?
No, I agree. The reason why I agree is because I've seen good from him, but I've also seen dodginess from him, and I really want him to be the solid player that I actually anticipated him to be. I think he needs to prove that to me again because I'm a bit weary of him. I still think he's one of our better defenders, but I'm still not 100% sure because of those little moments that he's had in the season. So
no, I agree with that. Jeff?
Can't disagree. I think, still got a lot to learn. Like he's too front foot. Like he always wants to win the ball. It's like sometimes like under 16 stuff. It's like stop stepping out. Just stand up, stand your guy up. But he's also got a lot of good qualities. So I'll say more to prove this year. I think he'll have a good year though.
Okay, next up, Joe Willock. Jeff.
Which one? I'm not sure. I'll probably say sell for the right price.
Okay. Rash?
I'd agree. Sell for the right price. I mean, Willock has been really good when he went to Newcastle and he's shown that he is a good player, you know what I'm trying to say. But when he plays for Arsenal, I find myself very frustrated with him. And I can't stand his game when he's playing in the Arsenal team. So I think he has a value to him. Just not at Arsenal, so I'd also sell him at the right price.
And Jalil, any disagreements there?
Yeah, no disagreements with the boys, man. Sell for the right price, man. You know, Newcastle done the business. I mean, Jeff gave me a stat at the beginning of the show, and I was like, what? 18-14, that is quality. You want that. But then
Quality.
we realised that the style you play at Newcastle and the style you play at Arsenal is totally different. Just because it works somewhere doesn't mean it's going to work somewhere else. So, yeah, I'm going to have to sell for the right price. And hopefully Newcastle could come in for him and give us a bit of dough. Do you know what I mean?
Snap 30 M's and take it, man.
Oh, if we get 30 M's, I think that's brilliant. I think we could get
20 M's, I reckon. 20 M's.
Yeah.
20 M's. 10 M's is still decent, to be fair. I wouldn't be mad at that. Big up Don Apps in the building. Hope you're good, my bro. Saying sell Willock for the right price. Yeah, I think we all agree with that one. I'm sure you can have a good Premier League career at Newcastle or anywhere else. So we put him there. All right, next up, we got the club captain. We got Mr. Aubameyang. So, Rash, I don't know if you want to pick this one up. What are you saying?
Thing is now is that after the season that he had last season, I don't think we'll get the money that we would deserve if we sell Aubameyang because he's a top player. Do you know what I mean? He's a top striker, but I think last season was so poor for him that if we would be selling him now, we'd be selling him at a real discounted rate, one that undermines his true value. So right now, I'd say he's one that we have to keep. Maybe if he has a great season again at the end of this season, because his contract is kind of long term with us, he's got another 2 years after that on his contract, I believe. Then I reckon we could probably sell them. But right now, I think he's one that we have to keep.
Okay, so you're saying that. All right, so we've got the top row. Jeff, what are you saying?
Me, personally, I would say keep at all costs. Like, I'm not looking too much at the prior season. We played the majority of it with no attacking mid. Like, I know people's opinions on Aubameyang changed, but he's been the same striker the whole time. Like, he is a striker who needs chance. He's not a striker who creates his own goals. I'll put it that way. Like, he's one who needs service to me. And without service, you're not going to get the best out of him, which is what we saw for a lot of the season. Just disinterested or uninterested out wide, and then flashes every now and then. But if you give him service, let's say like we're linked with James Maddison or someone like that, and we have someone who can thread those passes through, then he will score. Like, his record isn't his record by accident.
Okay. And Jalil, what are you saying?
I'm gonna have to disagree and say get it out. I'm playing. But I'm gonna still disagree regardless. I'm not gonna say keep at all costs. You know, if you was to ask me during the season, I would have been like, get out of my club. But then that's feeling, and sometimes you got to say fuck your feelings. For me, you know, you have 3 good years. I think 3 good years, 2.5 good years, and then obviously you flop 1 year, and then it comes down to certain things. I still say you got something to prove because you've had a bad season. I can't say keep at all costs. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna say keep though, because Geezer's got goals in him. But yeah, like the boys said, we should get some more service. This guy doesn't create his own goals, but he's still a prolific goal scorer. So I'll say keep, but more to prove.
Yeah, more to prove. Okay, I would have said if we had a board that we could trust to reinvest, then I would say sell for the right price because he's 32. And as the more he loses his pace, the more he's going to become even more reliant on service. That's the only thing that scares me about him. But
when you say sell for the right price, what is the price?
That's the problem. I don't know what his price is anymore. Like Rash said, he messed up his value so much last year. I don't know what is the right price for. We're not going to get 70 million for now for a 32-year-old.
No chance.
So what can we get? 45, 50?
No.
And even then, we're not going to get that. And then you're like, well, at that point, we might as well keep him. Like, if we're not going to get any more than 40, what's the point?
You'd be lucky to get 30 for a 32-year-old. Like, it's not Ronaldo where there's other factors and you can spend 100 mil because you're going to make 300 mil. Like, it's just a good Gabonese striker. Like, it's not as marketable as a Portuguese guy.
Exactly. Icon, That's the issue. And that's why before, like, even we started all this last year when I was speaking to my friends, I was saying sell Aubameyang because his value is never going to be higher. He was an absolute fire in terms of scoring. this might be the chance to sell him. But now, I think we just keep him. I think, as Jalil said, more to prove. But yeah, I think we have to keep him now. The window to sort Alba has gone. May as well keep him until that contract starts to cripple us. I mean, hopefully it won't start. I mean, hopefully it's not going to continue to cripple us because it hasn't been a good start. But
let me ask a question because
it was 2-2.
Seeing from Apollo and obviously what you said, John, and I'm sure a few others feel like this. So I'll ask everyone a question. If we can sell a Banyan for the right price, let's just say, top of our head, someone just desperately needs a striker like a Banyan, 60 mil, 50 mil, would you sell it? Would any,
for 50, 60?
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
100%.
Jeff?
Who would we buy? How attractive is Arsenal to spend 60 mil on someone else to buy?
Good question. Good question.
That's the issue.
So
that's
it's a no either way for me because like if you spend 60 mil or we sell him for 60 mil, just off the top of our heads, what strikers would we name as some of the best strikers in the world? Because Aubameyang would maybe be top 8, top 10, depending on how you feel, even if you don't like him. But who would you name?
I'd put my trust in Lacazette and Balogun and then wait until we're in a position to buy someone until we do have that pulling power again. That's what I would do.
Okay, but as Arsenal fans, like we're in group chats, we speak, we want some kind of instant gratification, right?
All the time.
Majority of Arsenal fans. So selling your top goal scorer over 3.5 years to then rely on a person who is kind of at least 5 toes are out the door, and Lacazette, and a young kid who didn't play the majority of last season, even though he's got potential. It's just it don't weigh up.
60 million. It's either that or we hold on to him, pay him shitloads of cash for the next few years, and then he walks for free anyway, or we cash in on 60 million and invest it somewhere else.
I can't lie.
To me, that's a no-brainer to me. Even if it's not on another striker.
Yeah,
I don't know. Go somewhere else.
Yeah,
60 million is a lot of money.
A lot of our issues were scoring goals. So, like, selling your striker, cool. Like, 60 mil, it's great. That's great money for a 32-year-old. Obviously, it's all hypothetical. But I'm just saying, Arsenal is not an attractive place to go right now for most people. So, the people who I would think of the top, the Isak kid looks good, but you're going to put pressure on a 21-year-old? Probably not. Like, an experienced striker, are you going to go to Arsenal?
What's that Newcastle guy, the fast shoot? Maxim.
Say Maximum.
He's a winger.
So you want to buy another wing forward?
Bruv.
I can't put him on the left.
I reckon he would be. I reckon if we was to sell Aubameyang and we just need someone to foot in, to go there, and then have Lacazette up top, I would have him. I would take him. I just would. And I know we could probably get him for about 32.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. I know if it costs 30 mil.
I think you could get him for 45, 50, but then you've got a 22, 23-year-old who's going to be around for a little while who looks like a proper player.
Think about it. If we went for him, you have to think about it. We'll be trying to get this guy from Newcastle. He's going to push that leave. He's going to say, are you mad? I'm going Arsenal over Newcastle. I'm out of it. Yeah, that's one. The reason why I mentioned him is because it wouldn't be difficult for the acquisition of that guy because he's at a shitter club. Do you know what I mean? And he knows that being with Arsenal, I mean, who from that part of the world don't want to play for Arsenal? They all want to play for Arsenal. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I think if we was to sell Aubameyang for 60, I'll buy someone like him, fill in the little gap for now, get us into a position where we do have some pulling power, maybe top 6, top 5 if possible, and then start thinking about some big signings after that. That's what I would do.
Yeah.
Okay, so if that was the case, so like wing forwards, all right, what's Saka's best position? Because from you guys' opinion, is Saka a wing forward to you?
Yeah.
So Saka is a wing forward. Martinelli, what's his best position?
He could play striker.
That's another one. He could go straight down the middle.
He could go striker as well.
Do you think that he has enough. Like I was trying to saying earlier, like one up top is different. Like it's not like it was before. Like one up front, and you want to rush your laurels on someone who just came back from an injury not that long ago.
No, I'm just saying he can play up top, and
I
you know
think
what it is? He will cause
no.
more of a nuisance up top than what Aubameyang does at the moment, because
But nuisance or goals.
All right, so the nuisance can cause goals. We know that, because where he may cause a nuisance in one area, it will provide space in another as well. Aubameyang at the moment, and I'm not saying Aubameyang's got, and I'm not like shitting on Aubameyang because the boy's got a sick track record. He just had a bad season last season, but I'm just saying he's a lazy player. He's like a luxury player now, and what a lot of people are afraid of is that he's setting into that ozone mode. He's got his paycheck now. The hunger's gone. Yeah, we've seen it happen, and we thought, okay, maybe it won't happen again. But the fact that we saw last season happen, it put worrying signs there. Do you know what I mean? But then when I've looked at pre-season as well, I mean, there hasn't been a lot of pre-season, but his pre-season, I'm not impressed either. You know,
are we impressed with Arsenal? Like we're going to Scotland and getting spanked.
We're getting Scotland and getting spanked. But one thing but do you remember when? All right, for instance, like last year's pre-season, we still were shit. Yeah, we still were shit. All right, but in the pre-season, Bangham was scoring banging goals.
Yeah, contract hadn't been signed yet.
It was good. He wasn't there. He was putting goals in the net. Like I said, doing what he normally does, which is bang goals in pre-season too. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But this pre-season, Aubameyang already looks tired. He already looks tired. I saw his face after the game. He looked like he was tired, fam.
Looks done.
Whoa. And I'm not saying he is. I'm praying he's not done, because he's really great. What he's done for Arsenal is great, and what he can do if he still has that hunger, I think will be great as well. But I just don't think he's got it in his belly anymore. I just don't think so. And I hope I'm wrong. I pray I'm wrong, but I just don't think he's got the hunger.
I hear that. I think it's kind of between a rock and a hard place anyway. Because like to me, I'm not saying I say keep him, because I don't think you just throw away 3 years of goals. It just don't make sense. But
But if the scenario which Jalil posed was thrown at Arsenal, I think it would be intelligence that will tell them we need to cash in on this, because we're not going to get a better deal than that ever. Like ever.
Yeah,
it's a tough one, man.
Yeah, I can't see us ever getting that bid, by the way. Like,
no, we're not.
We're not. That's never happened.
Do you know what I would hope? He finds his form again and just plays out the rest of his years at Arsenal.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the best scenario.
That's the best scenario.
It will never happen, but I had to throw that question in, man. I had to throw that question in just to get the thoughts and stuff. But it's good, man. It was a good debate, man, in my opinion, anyway.
Yeah, thanks for your opinion, by the way, Jalil.
Yeah. Big up Arlen saying, shout out to John. He called Obbo's demise before he signed the contract, been proven around. Unfortunately, it didn't look good. Don't look good for next season. Hey, Arlen, I got something right for once. I called it, but hey, it's kind of peak. I like Obbo as a person, so it's unfortunate. He's a nice person. Obbo should have had a hat-trick against Rangers. Yeah, it's just his body language just was worrying me. He's like last season is just still hanging over him, which I can understand. When you're a striker, as Jeff said, and Rash, that relies completely on goals, when you start missing, it's a heavy burden on those shoulders, because you know that's what you bring to the table. Preseason results mean nothing. Invincible season, we lost one and drew 2 our first 2-3 games. Yeah, but I mean,
we weren't coming off of the seasons that we just had.
Yeah, I can't lie, my bro. Yeah, this team and Invincibles. Yeah, let's keep them apart.
In terms of being worried, I ain't worried yet. If we don't sign an attacking mid, then I'm worried. Like,
by the way, quick question for all you, man. Would you take James Maddison? Sorry, Jeff.
Yeah, and I would take Maddison.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. How much would you pay for him?
How much would we pay for him, or how much would he cost?
How much would you pay for him?
In today's market, he's probably 60.
Okay, 60.
Just for being English as well.
Yeah, just being English as well. Would you sign him, and how much?
It's if there was no one else we're going after, because I heard that we're still for something a while we're still on the plate. And I know
he's
For
still
dumb
there
cheap
too.
and I know he can play attacking midfield as well. We've seen that, in the highlights and stuff. We know he can do it. But I mean, Maddison ain't dead though, so I'll take Maddison. Scores free kicks, puts good balls into the box, threads those mad balls off Hardy every fucking 5 minutes. Why would I not have that for Aubameyang? Why would I not want that? Of course I'd want that. I'll take him. Today's market, Jeff ain't wrong, man. For a player like that, 60 mil, really.
Yeah. Okay, so they're both saying 60 mil. Rash, what are you saying? Taking him and how much?
I mean, based on what we need, I'd take him. I mean, it would be stupid not to. But do Arsenal need to sign more injury-prone players? I mean, we seem to have a habit of doing that. You know what I'm trying to say? And
Great point.
do you know what I mean? And I'm kind of sick of that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, like we're in the situation that we're in. I guess beggars can't be choosers. So if he was on the plate and they were saying, "Hey, would you take him?" Then I would take him. And we'd have to deal with the injuries that comes with him as well. But based on his injury track record and the fact that he didn't play a lot of last season because of it as well, I think his market value would have dropped as well. I reckon 20 million off of that. So I'd say about 40 to 45, to be honest.
Okay. Well, 45 from Rash. Mr. PK is saying 45 to 50 plus Maitland-Niles.
That's what we're saying, though. That's actually what we're trying to do.
That's what I'm seeing. That's what the rumors are saying. Depends. I don't know what is Maitland-Niles worth right now. I'm sure we're going to get onto him shortly. What is he worth? 15, 20 million? It's hard to kind of gauge with him.
He was up for 20 last year, so I'm going based off that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Yeah. All right, cool. Let's do the next few quick until we get to like Martinelli. All right, so Kolasinac, Jalil.
Not sell for the right price. Get out of my club.
Let's not even waste time with him. Get out. Get out. Sorry, Jeff and Rash. I think you guys will agree.
I ain't saying nothing about that.
Man, it's sad that there isn't an in-between for sell for the right price and get out of the club because I like the guy.
Yeah,
he's cool, man. Like, but same with anything.
No, there's not a lot of fighters in the club. He's one, do you know what I'm trying to say? And
yeah,
you know what? In the attack, I mean, he's good in the attack. His final ball could be a bit better. I mean, defensively, he's woeful. But you know what I'm trying to say? I like the brother. I like his energy. Do you know what I mean? And I like the fact that whenever anyone gets onto any Arsenal player, he just steps up and everyone's like, yo, whoa.
Yeah.
It wasn't that. Do you know what I'm saying?
Trust me. All right, but yeah, man. All right, cool. Next one. Obviously, I said let's try and keep it quick. Jeff, Lacazette.
I would say sell for the right price. I think he already kind of wants to go. So I don't think we should be in the business of if a player wants to go, don't fight it. Just sell him.
Yeah.
Whatever. He's got a year left, so get rid of it.
Okay, Rash, Laka.
I don't know if I've heard the same press as Jeff. I haven't heard that he wants to go. To me, I think Laka's sick. I'll keep him at all costs.
Okay, keep Laka at all costs. And Jalil?
For me, Laka or Banyan's got to go. And if I have to pick off, I've got to be real here. If I've got to pick one, it's going to be a Banyan for me because of the goals winning games and that. I'll sell Laka, man. He's been a good servant for the club, man. He's played with his heart every single time, scores bangers a lot. But for me, I'd sell him and invest in another one, or let Balogun take the step up, or Martinelli. So yeah, I think Laka respectfully can kick rocks.
Yeah, I mean, I would have put Laka in, keep more to prove, but I'm not mad with saying sell at the right price. I do like Lacazette a lot. I do think his hold-up play has become exemplary. He just doesn't quite get enough goals. But last year, he actually had it's just with him, he used to be very clinical, but now he's not, which is weird. He used to be clinical, but...
See, for me, it's weird with him. Like, what I used to appreciate from him, I didn't need him to score, 35 goals a season. The reason I liked him before is because he complemented Aubameyang. So the things Aubameyang don't have, Lacazette does have. That little bit of intelligence, drop between the lines, good hold-up play, strong. Aubameyang isn't really any of that. It's really just what you see is what you get. You'll get on the end of things. But I feel like last year, Lacazette got worse with that. Like his hold-up play is always good. He just knows where to put his body. But the other attributes that he had, I feel like they wavered slightly. He looked a little less interested. I know he scored. He was our top goal scorer, but was it 13 goals?
Yeah, it's like 14, something like that. Yeah.
So I think it was like one less than his best total for Arsenal in like Premier League. It's 13 goals is nothing to write home about. Aubameyang got 10 at a canter. So I can't give crazy props to the 13. Like, it just don't really mean too much.
Yeah.
Do you know what it is? Sorry, John. The only thing is that I do see where he wasn't given a lot of games last season, and when he did come onto the pitch, his build-up play with Saka and Emile Smith Rowe was amazing. Like when he was on the pitch and those two was on the pitch as well, like it looked like we was onto things. You know what I'm trying to say? If you take him off and put Aubameyang on with those two, it just wasn't so dangerous, and that's what I saw in the games.
Yeah. And to be fair, Rash, I was gonna make literally the identical point. I was just gonna say, Jeff's right. It didn't click with Aubameyang as much for Laka last year, but when I saw Laka play with Saka and them man Smith Rowe, I saw them man get more involved. Meanwhile, when Alba was playing, because he's not a link man, it becomes a much more individual game for each of the forwards. Meanwhile, with Laka, it becomes more of an intricate game where everyone can feel involved. And that's my only thing. But I'm not mad with saying throw at the right price. I do like Lacazette out. And I think he'll do well where he goes to next. I think Arteta's kind of disrespected him, the way he's dropped him randomly for Nketiah at times, even when he was on form. But yeah, 1 year left. Maybe let's promote Balogun, let's promote Martinelli, and let's go from there. So I'll pull Lacazette in a set. Let me read some of the comments. Mr. PK is saying, disagree with Rash. Madison played 31 Premier League games last season. Did he play that many?
He did.
Only missed a few, and some were full up with the manager. Okay, so I thought he was injured more than that, but okay. Some of them might be subs appearances though. I'm not. Yeah, sometimes sub appearances.
I think a lot of them were subs.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. Might be worth checking that, Mr. PK. We might be wrong, but yeah, let us know. Big up Musty, big Spurs fan. Hope you're good, my bro. And Arsenal washed.
We always love it.
Big up Ed saying, look at this bum fest. This Arsenal team is done out.
Oh, man.
Musty saying, this Arsenal team won't see top 10. Yeah, I mean, listen.
Hey, man.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. To be fair, Mr. PK, you're right. If he's sub, he's still not injured. It's just, I don't know. I think he was a sub because he was coming back from injury. That's my only thing.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. But yeah,
at points he was probably still started over 20 games, I'd say. But
yeah, which is good. But yeah, he should be starting over 20 games for Leicester because what's his competition in the number 10 role there?
Oh no, when he like even when he didn't play, it was evident. Like he was injured for a few points in the season. So
did he play the FA Cup final? I don't feel like he did.
I think he came on as sub.
Okay, yeah.
Came on as sub. That's the thing, though. When I think he either came on as sub or he came off.
I think he got subbed. I think he got subbed.
Yeah, I think he got subbed off in like something like the 60th minute or something.
Yeah,
like
early before they scored.
Yeah, it was early he came off, I think. The thing is that I like the guy. Like he's a game changer. He's always looking forward. He's always looking to go on the attack, and he's always looking for that ball. You know what I mean? To play through to the forwards, and you need a forward-thinking person like that. But I just like we'll see, innit? We'll see.
He came on as a sub.
He came on as a sub.
Oh, he came on as a sub. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, people, smash the likes. All right, let's get through. Let's rattle through the next few quick. All right, so Rash Leno.
Get the hell out of here, man. I'm tired of that guy, man. Forget that guy, man.
I knew you were going to say that.
Tell that guy and get out of the club, man. I don't like him.
All right, you can go one get out of my club for Leno. Jeff?
Sell for the right price. think he's probably been one of our better players over the past couple of years. But if you want to go, same thing. Like, if you want to go. Like, that's for anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, agree with that. Jalil?
Does he want to leave then?
He wants to go, man. Get the hell.
I'm hearing whispers. He wants to go.
Open to leaving.
Okay, if I didn't hear that, I was gonna say keep and more to improve. But now that I heard that, I don't want to give someone a home who doesn't want one. So sell for the right price.
Yeah, I see where Rash is coming from with get out of my club. I'm not quite there yet with Leno. He was moving mad towards the end of the season, but it's sell for the right price for sure.
I'm so bitter that we kept him over Martinez. I'm bitter.
Bro, listen,
bitter.
Listen, it's mad. Like we sold Martinez for 20 million, and are trying to get Ramsdale for 30.
Don't
20.
Start, please.
But if we're all right, let's say this before that Martinez played for like 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
Did anyone like him? Did you have any portfolio on Martinez? Like 9 years on loan.
We didn't see him, but we didn't see him.
9 years on loan, my guy. Like
we didn't see the guy.
Last year though, when last year came and I saw the 20 mil, I said, "Hey, 20 mil." This guy, just because he had a good performance in the FA Cup final and the FA Cup run.
It was more than that, Jeff. It was more than that.
It was 9,
12 solid games. 10 or 12
solid games. Look, what's 10, 12 solid games at the back end of the season? That's 2 months, right?
Yeah.
That's my point was like, why I understood why we kept Leno. Like, even if it looks bad in hindsight, a lot of things look bad in hindsight. It looks like we should have kept Gnabry at the time. When you think about it, or if you were watching Arsenal at the time, Gnabry didn't look great.
All right, but let's just now look at it. Look, we sell him to Villa, yeah, and he's one of the best keepers in the Premier League.
Yeah,
the last season. Yeah, like our problems, the issues that we had last season, especially goalkeeping issues, we ended up buying some Bob from some nowhere in order to, you know what I mean.
Runnison. We're going to get on to him in a sec.
He's. Do we need to? Is everyone agreeing?
You know what? We just do him now.
That's cool.
Let's just do him now.
I don't even want the right price for him.
Keep at all costs.
We bought him for 1 mil. What's the right price?
Like, you get me? 200 bags. He can go.
Yeah, just go. But yeah, the Leno, like, I get why we kept him. It's not just as black and white. It just looks bad in hindsight, just like a lot of things do for me.
Do you know what the crazy thing is? I haven't been impressed with Leno since he's come.
I hear that, but yeah, I still think it's a little like the backlash on the Martinez thing is just in hindsight. Like, I think it's more reactionary than actually taking a step back and thinking about it personally.
Listen, you should have that one. No words needed. Take a loss. I'll take a loss on that one, bro.
Someone's pay for your flight.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I added that row in, especially for Runnison. So big up to him. Still, we don't mean to be discriminatory. You've just been a disgrace when you've played. So yeah. Jalil, you're not upset with us adding a new row for Runnison, are you?
You got disrespectful. I'm playing. It's all good, man. It's all good.
All right, cool. Jalil, we're coming on to you next. Lucas Torreira.
Cool. Poor fella, man. Obviously, if Mumsy didn't pass due to COVID, and he was having a good. I said, let's have him back because he was all right. Do you know what I mean? I like the kid and that, but obviously he wants to go back home. For those reasons, not on his ability or him as a person. We'll have to sell for the right price.
Okay, well, for the right price for Torreira. Jeff, Rash, any disagreements?
No, I like him, but yeah, sell for the right price. If you want to go, then
yeah, I agree with that.
The same. Yeah,
Smash the likes, people. Obviously, 9 people in here. Big up to you on a Friday evening.
I'll get Maitland-Niles next if you want, because that.
Yeah, no worries. Let me just read out coming from Ed. Saying, nah, seriously, this team is actually scary. You can legit throw in a pic of a random bloke off the street and he would blend in.
Hey, I say all the time, Arsenal are not good no more, man. They'll hold us to no good standards.
It's true. It's true. Mr. PK said, "LOL, agree with Rash Leno out." Yeah, man. Yeah. Speak. All right, so we'll go back to Jalil. He wanted Maitland-Niles, so hey, I'm assuming you know where you want to put him, bro.
I actually don't. I don't know why I called for him. I want to hear your
Oh.
opinion. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go for it. Oh, cool. I like the kid, man. I like the kid. Composed. Doesn't really give a shit. It's kind of the attitude I like. However, if he's staying, he's not staying to play right back or left back. He said he's made it clear, especially at West Brom, he wants to play centre mid. Do I think he can do a job at centre mid? Yeah, I'll say he can. So I'm going to say keep more to prove. So I'm going to go off that.
Okay, keep more to prove. Jeff,
What
am I saying?
Me personally, I'd sell. I say sell. I'm teetering. I don't know if we get out of my club or sell for the right price. I'm not sure which one. One, you don't really want to be here. Like, two, I've kind of been off Maitland now since the Europa League final. Like, you literally gave up in the game. I've never seen anyone give up in a football match.
He threw in the towel.
Yeah, like if you throw in the towel as a man, you should be disgusted with yourself in a game. Like, what are you doing? Three, I don't think he has enough to play center midfield. Like, he's mobile, but he's not really a good distributor of the ball.
Nope.
He's not really a holding mid. He's not really a center mid. He's definitely not an attacking mid.
Nope.
He's not a right back. He's not a left back.
Nope.
He's just a player.
He's just a player.
Hey, stop it! He's already dead. Stop it!
You might as well go next to Runnison at this point. No one's needed.
That is cool. Like, you get him being in the England squad means we'll get more money for him. So, you know what? Sell for the right price. Like, he's lucky to be there. I'd really want to put him on get the hell out, but I can't.
Yeah. Hey, Rash, what are you saying?
Listen, if he was to stay, it definitely wouldn't be as a midfielder. It definitely would be as a backup, left back or right back only. Yeah, because to me, he's had his opportunities to play in the midfielder and he's played shit every time. He hasn't had a good time in the midfield. I do think he has been good at left back though, and he has been good at right back. That's what I think. But would I want him there as a first place? No, I wouldn't. I want him as a backup for those places. Would he want to stay doing that? No, he wouldn't. So I'd sell. I'd also sell for the right price though, because I remember Wolves was poaching for something like 20 million or something like that last season, and I felt that was a bit too short for him. I mean, 25 between 25 and 28. I'll be happy with him just to bounce.
Yeah. Hopefully we can get something like that now. Hopefully it hasn't damaged his market value, but we're going to have to wait and see. I'd agree with both of you, to be fair. I'd say sell for the right price. Hopefully he can have a good career. I'm not sure about his temperament sometimes, not from a lazy perspective, but like Jeff said, like that Europa League final, it's like man just gave away that penalty just he was like, man, I can't even be bothered anymore.
It's not even a penalty, because like, who cares? Anyone can give away a penalty. It's just your reaction to things. Like, it's kind of like this new mentality of football. Like, even Shaw gets a lot of praise. Yeah, I like Shaw, but like, all right, you're under a manager who you didn't like. Just your temperament is just odd, like, to me.
Yeah, I mean, but that's modern day football. You know, if you don't like the manager, it's not a case anymore of trying to prove yourself to him. It's a case of, all right, well, I'm just gonna sulk until the next man comes in. That's you know, it's different. It's different. It's different. This club is finished. Players on 1 year left. Players wanting to leave. 33-year-olds and 100K a week. Yeah. Jeff is right. Maitland-Niles needs to go. You should just be happy to play. Stop trying to dictate your position. Yeah, Carla, it's been a bit of a depressing session for us Arsenal fans. I don't think this team has a must keep. I think we got one. Actually, no, I think we got two. Actually.
Do you know what? I'm not gonna lie. When I saw the list, I was gonna say, "Wow, is anyone gonna go to that top list?" I don't think.
Man,
Scary thing is, I think Ed is right. No, I think we got one at least.
2.
You know, two, yeah. And I don't know if we're onto one of them now. But what we saying, Martinelli? What we saying? Who wants to go? Rash.
Martinelli, yeah. I reckon keep, but he still has more to prove because I want to. Obviously, they're trying to wean him off of that wing forward into a central forward position, and he needs to prove himself there because when he has played in that position, he hasn't come up at top of his job. You know, so I think he has to prove that he can do that role well. But he's definitely someone who I think Arsenal should keep. Like, definitely.
Yeah, agree with that. Jeff, any disagreements there?
Nah, I'm not. See, yeah, on ability and what we've seen, just the flashes over the past 2 years, I'd say keep at all costs. But the realistic thing is, yeah, he has been off the back of an injury. It's clearly been cautioned to play him like last year. So, yeah, just logically, I'd say more to prove just because, yeah, you come off a big injury, you're still young. Came back, you look good, but can you sustain for a full season? Because you're going to be called on more this season, I feel, than last season.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. Jalil, any disagreements?
Yeah, keep it all costs. This is one of my guys. This is one of my guys I was going to heavily... Well, I assumed everyone would go for it, but their points are very valid. But for me, yeah, keep it all costs, man. He will go. Let's say, for example, you know, he will go to a club and fuck it up, and we know that he's got it. He can do it. So for me, I want to keep him at all costs, man.
Yeah, I can't lie. I'm not usually like this, but I'd actually put him at keep at all costs just because I understand his injury concerns, and he has definitely a lot more to prove. I just feel like he could be one that if we mess around with him, we could end up regretting it. Because he's got all the attributes in terms of his work rate, his mentality to say he's going to work on developing his game and just get better every year. So that's why I would say keep at all costs. But I'm not
You men put flipping Chambers and keep with more to prove.
Yeah, we could have been sold.
Just based off utility player.
Yeah, man.
Not because he's amazing ability.
Oh, Rash, that's so somebody else can be sold, in my opinion, and he's coming up soon.
His value is low.
I don't think he's got more to prove. I think we've got all we can out of him, bruv. It's, you know, like when you're making orange juice and you squeeze it and you see a little bit of sunshine in that orange bit, a little bit more, so you just squeeze it with all your power. Like that is what we're doing, Chambers.
Man.
There is nothing more my man can offer this club. He's one of the lucky ones that have filtered through the Wenger era. Like I'm like, what, man, still on the books? Like, bro,
I'll tell you why.
Them men there are survivors. They're lost action heroes. How can he still be on the books at Arsenal?
I'll tell you why. So initially, it was based on. I can see why people would want to sell someone like Chambers. He hasn't got that X factor. He hasn't got that, you know, the word Jeff used in a few group chats today. He hasn't got that. Like, he hasn't got that, sick. That's amazing kind of thing. However, if we're being real, have we not seen more positive games than negative games from Chambers, both at centre back and at right back? Unfortunately, like Jeff made a good point. I think John said it, I'm not sure, but he said that who's a centre back by nature who can do a better cross in a right back? Like, that don't make sense. Like, he's worth keeping, but he's not worth being our main point of call, if that makes sense. And if you want backup and he's your backup, you wouldn't be mad at it.
But would you prefer a backup or someone who's just not a backup, someone who's a starter? To me, look, like last season, Chambers had an all right season. He was probably one of our better defenders, when he was on the pitch, But if we look at his whole tenure at Arsenal compared to last season, nah, man. Like, no, you've had more worse games than good.
Yeah, to be fair,
you've had much more worse games than good. And you're all right now. But what do you mean you're all right now? You've been with us for like 12, 15 years, bro.
He's been all right then. You've been all right
12, 15. Lord.
I mean, they've been with us forever.
That's what it feels like.
7 or 8. Bro.
That's what it feels like.
It feels like
that's 26.
Didn't Wenger like have him like at least about 4 years before he left? Like,
He did.
How long was his? They signed a 20-year deal.
He signed 2014.
Hey, chill. Man said 4 years. It's all. Chill.
Man said 12, 15 years. How old do you think Chambers is?
The man has been here forever, bro. All I'm saying is, yeah, his deal was sick. He signed a 10-year deal at Arsenal, bro. Like, and he hasn't even asked for pay rise. He's probably just still on 10 racks a week, bro. Like, I don't care as long as I'm under the radar. Man's just cooching.
Oh, shit, that's funny.
Big up to him, man. Big up to Chambers. I don't know how he's done it, but big up to him, man. But anyway, let's move on. Let's do the next few quick, conscious of time. All right, so Jalil, Pablo Mari.
Keep with more to prove for me.
Okay. Any disagreement, lads?
Again, I'm probably teetering. I don't know if it's keep more to prove or sell for the right price. I don't know what the price is. But...
Oh, yeah, that's what I was going to ask you. What price do you think you'll get for someone who's been loaned out their whole career?
15 mil?
Who said 15 mil? Who said that?
I threw that out. I mean,
15. We bought it for 10.
Yo, but he's gonna bounce then. Like shit. I just get out.
Bro, he's worth like 8. Something like that.
Look, see it like this.
We signed it for 8 million or 10.
No, signed it for 10.
10.
Do you think his money's gone down, Jeff?
No, but who's gonna think about it? Like, who's gonna pay more than that for it? Like, he's just a normal guy.
I'm just thinking left-footed, tall centre back, slick hair. You might be able to get 15 mil.
He's not Giroud, bro. Like,
them men never put a foot in. They never put a foot in. Like, what's wrong with him? He never puts a foot in.
I'll say this. When he initially came, I'm sure, because he came on loan first before we bought him, if I'm not mistaken.
He did.
Okay. And I remember everyone talking about it, like, we're not going to put a price on this guy's head and to bring him into the club. Yeah, he had an okay season, but why would we do that to a loanee? And nobody has bought him. He's been on loan all his career. It don't make sense. And then Arsenal, it had to be Arsenal to give this guy a full-time contract. Injured, by the way. Injured.
I remember the Man City game like it was yesterday. Bro, he started and then all of a sudden he was gone in like 20 minutes. The man getting pummeled, bro.
Well, he like tripped over his toe or something like that. He was injured for like 6 months.
He's cool for the philosophy and that. Like, I get it, 2 left-footed centre backs. But bro, on the bit, like, what is? I can't pinpoint anything he's good at, bad. I don't know. Like, he's been here.
Yeah, you know what? Should he just get out of the club?
Bro,
to
me, like, there is no right price. I think he just needs to go, bro. Because you know what? I was one of the people saying, yeah, well, he played for the second best club in the world. Because remember, the club that he played for played Liverpool in like Super Cup.
Nah, he's gonna go.
I was trying to promote him that way.
That's the reasoning. Nah. To put him in no words needed. Just by if that was the reason you were using to, man.
Bro, that's what I was using. I was saying it as well. He played for the second best club in the world.
Oh, that's funny, bro. Oh my days.
That is shameless.
Yeah.
Oh,
great. Get out of here, man.
Yeah, man. All right. Big up to another Spurs fan saying this team looking like Aston Villa at best.
No qualms for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, can't even disagree. So yeah, we've put Pablo Mari in. Just go, please. I've updated the column. I think the row. Sorry, I think.
Just go, please.
Yeah, man. All right, cool. So let's do the next few quick.
Every time you say let's do the next few quick, it turns into be a
yeah, you know what? In fact, let me zoom in a bit because we're on to the last thing.
That's funny, man.
All right, so who we got left? We got Partey, Pepe, Reece Nelson, Holden, Saka, Tierney, Xhaka, and Willian. All right, would you say there's anyone there who would go and no words needed, I'll take a loss?
Willian based on his belly.
Willian based on everything that he's brought to Arsenal.
Man, He, you know what? I've never been proved so wrong. Like, I just thought he would come on and be a good squad player, even if he's not the same. Like, even if this is a retirement home, whatever the jokes were, I'm thinking it's Willian. He's been consistent for like 7-8 years. Thinking, even if he don't start, like, they can learn something from him. All we can see is how he can clear out a Brazilian barbecue. Go, get out. Just get out, man.
Extra beans, please. Extra beans. Extra beans.
And either cut the hair or plait it. You have to do one. You just got this afro. Are you gonna cut the hair or you're gonna play it? Which one is it?
Oh my God.
Right.
Get out,
You see,
man.
that's when you know, you've gone back. Because like now something that never bothered you before is bothering you.
Just look at this picture. This is the belly one, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can see it already from here. Oh,
And it's not even zoomed in, but yeah, man.
bro.
Anyway, all right, cool. All right, Jalil, Thomas Partey.
This might be a unpopular one because
Okay.
Cool. This might be a difficult. I'm gonna say it. Fuck it. Keep it all cost. Keep it all cost. It's crazy. It's crazy. I know it's crazy. The reason why I say keep it all cost, you put a half decent defender midfielder next to him. You're getting the best out of the geezer. We know we can see the best. We've seen it from Atletico, and there was little splurts through the season. This season, unfortunately, it wasn't a lot, but there was little splurts through the season. Has he been our best midfielder in the past since Santi left? I'm gonna say yes with my chest. I'm gonna say yes, midfielder. I mean, Ramsey was there. Wilshere, yeah, debatable, but for me, since Santi left, he's been the best one I've seen, technically and ability-wise.
For Arsenal.
For Arsenal.
No, Ramsey was better for Arsenal.
Cool. Ability and technical-wise.
Ramsey was better. So.
Cool. Okay. Cool.
I know.
I saw better performances from Ramsey.
Yeah, that's two different things. Like, if we're saying,
I'm not saying I'm not saying he Ramsey's better than him.
I'm saying performance-wise,
I've seen Ramsey play much better than him.
Okay, career-wise, and the accolades and the lot.
Yeah, career-wise, it's obviously Partey, isn't it?
Yeah, so that's what I was getting off, because we've seen what he can do, and the same thing we say about Alba. He haven't had the best season, but we've got to remember Partey came halfway through the season. We bought him at the beginning of the season, but he was obviously injured, as we always do with bad injury players. I don't know why, but anyway. With Partey, we know what he can do. Like, he's probably been one. I mean, just throw names at me and tell me to shut up if there is more. But I can't think of anyone since Santi. I'm not saying ever. Since Santi, technically and ability-wise, he's probably the best midfielder we've seen.
Yeah, he's the most all-around centre mid we've had since Santi, for sure.
I wouldn't put anything on it though, like, because. Putting that best player since Santi sounds like he's been doing a madness.
Yeah, like he's been better than Ozil or something. He hasn't.
Yeah, I'll just say that Partey, on ability, what you can see, he's a good, very, very, very good player. He just needs someone good next to him, and just needs to stay fit. Like, he wasn't injury prone before. He just seemed to turn up here and get injury prone. So, me personally, I'll say. Probably more to prove, but I think it will be proved as soon as he has someone decent next to him.
Yeah. I agree. I would go with that one. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd agree with Jeff on that one. And the other thing is, look, when he first came, we said, okay, we can see glimpses of what he can do for us because he had the injury and stuff like that. But last season, he had the opportunity to show us, and he was doing them 2-mile-per-hour passes and, passing it to the sideline and smashing it above the goal and stuff like that. Like, I was not impressed with his season last season, you know what I'm saying? But we know what he is capable of. Just waiting for him to deliver, and maybe him being partnered with the right person can do it.
Yeah, man, I agree with that. Smash the likes, people agree with that. All right, next up, we got Nicolas Pepe. So what are we saying about Pepe, Jeff?
Me personally, oh man, because normally I give you 18 months to prove yourself. If you're a new player, yeah. He's another strange guy. Ability-wise, he's got a lot of it. Application is his problem. He doesn't seem to know how to play structured football, if that makes sense. Like he in France, like he was almost playing as a striker, so he could just drift, do what he wants, score goals. Here, it's not like that. Like you need to be on your job. You need to be working back. I want him to attack his man more, which he doesn't do all the time, but he's got all the ability to do it. It's a really, really strange one. But I will say, like the end of his season, it looked like he was getting somewhere. So for me, I'm going to say keep with more to prove. I think he can get there, but I also think there's no right price to sell him, if that makes sense. You're not going to get the 72 mil we spent. We're going to lose 40, 50 mil if we sell him now.
Flipping hell, did we spend that much?
Yeah, it's like the deal was like mad. It's over like 5-6 years we pay, but that's what we pay, 72 mil over 5-6 years.
Boy, Jalil Rash, any disagreements with Jeff? He's saying, so what did you go for? Keep or more to prove?
Yeah.
Any disagreements there?
No disagreements. I think towards the end of the season, he got me kind of thinking, okay, I want to see a little bit more of you. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
It took a while, but end of the season made me think, I can't wait for this season to see what you actually can do.
Yeah, I agree with you both there. Yeah.
I mean, also he's got what we've been looking for in regards to that fancy football X factor. I'm not really scared to take on people, even though he does a bit too much. But he has got that what football's lacking recently because of how systems are set up, where your wingers can't actually take on the whole team and do the shit. He does have that, and you see him doing that. Sometimes it's good to see. It's good to watch when a dead game's going on. You see him nutmeg someone. Oh, and then you go back to your sad face. Oh wait, hold on. We didn't get a goal yet. We didn't score. What was that for? But
I want to see him more direct this season. Because that's my thing. Like he's got all the ability. He's strong. He's fast. He's got a great left foot when he catches it. Skillful, but he doesn't take on his fullback enough. I want to see him attacking his fullback. I don't care who it is. Take him on.
Rip him all the time.
I agree.
What? Left foot in the top bin. He's amazing with it.
His left foot is naughty, man.
Cold.
Yeah. His left foot when he cuts in and curls it, it's brilliant. He just needs to be more direct. Not all this running at the fullback, but dilly-dallying at the same time, not sure what you want to do. Just run in a straight line at them and see what they're saying.
Over. Just one.
That's step over, and then see what they're saying. So, man, hopefully you can do it. All right, so let's wrap this up in the next 5. All right, so Reece Nelson, what are we saying? Who wants to go? Reece Nelson.
Do you know what? I like Reece, and I think he's got lots of potential, but it's taken too long. Sell, just go, please.
Okay.
I've been waiting for ages, and do you know what it is as well? I have him on FIFA as well, and he's a slow developer on that too. Like it's pissing me off, man. I want him to be the great player that I know he can be, but even when I'm managing the club, he's not that guy.
Man.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that. I think, maybe just
that's funny.
Maybe just sell for the right price to be generous.
Me personally, I'm gonna agree with Rash and say just go, please.
Okay,
I really do think though that he will go and be successful somewhere. I just think it might have expired here. Like what I want to see. Like even when he plays, like he's got all the ability. He's one of the youngsters that who was talked about a lot. Like we know he's got it. It's just I don't know if he's going to be the one to drag us out of our funk. I don't think so. So just sell him, man.
Hello.
These motherfuckers are harsh tonight, innit? I would sell for the right price just because I agree with the boys, man. He's overdue, you know what I mean? However, having said that, I feel like
43 weeks.
He could go to Bundesliga and do the damage, you know what I mean? That's what the kids seem to be doing these days. So man, sell for the right price for me, but I've lost.
Even went there. He went there. He went there for like half the season.
He Bundesliga.
He went Hoffenheim or something like that.
What was
sit on the bench? Didn't he sit on the bench?
Yeah, he scored 5 in his first 6 games, so I never.
And that was it.
That was it. Season
You know
over.
You know when he was at his best? When Walcott was there, bro.
Yeah.
When Walcott was there was when he was at his best. I was saying, Walcott, look at my man. Look what he's doing on the pitch.
Yeah,
I was shouting at Walcott, telling him to do that.
You used to say that when we used to go to games together. This guy used to shout at Walcott. And Walcott could hear him. I'm like, I used to do this, like, I'm not with him. I'm not with him.
Walcott used to look at me. Like, come on, allow me, fam.
And you're a fan.
Yeah. I swear you was there sometimes, Jeff.
I think I came to like 2 or 3 of the Emirates Cup games.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, Emirates Cup games. Legendary.
Oh,
All right, next up. All right, you know what? Rather than next up, I'm thinking we got Saka and Tierney here. They were the 2 that I was thinking him keep at all costs. So if you might not happy, I say Saka and Tierney go to the top.
Not Tierney.
No doubt about it.
Not Tierney.
You don't like him. Jalil don't rate him like that.
Whoa.
Not Tierney, yeah?
Yeah, man. You chill with that. I don't like these geezers, well. Chill. I'll go back. I'll go back into saying what I said before in regards to
the injuries.
No, do you know what? The injuries. Injuries is not your fault. Sometimes it's like I don't want to blame on injuries, but I go back to what I said before in terms of the defensive work and stuff. Is it the system or is it him? More time, it's him than the system. He is asked to do a job up top, but you're not. Unless we're playing 3 at the back, you're not a winger. You're not a wing back. I'm happy when he gets up front, when he goes up front, because there was a part of the season where all the assists came from him. He would put in some mad balls into Abanyang and banging us to finish his dinner. Do you know what I mean? So I'll never knock him when it comes to this attacking ability and that. But what I will knock you on is the defensive wise. He's been left for toast a few times. He's been done a few times. And I know people don't be like, oh, tell me your time. I can't tell your time, unfortunately.
I can.
Yeah.
He's been done.
No,
that's I think it's the system, though, personally.
Yeah.
But I hear you. I hear your points.
Okay, you're saying it's the system. But yeah, if it's the system, it's the system. I'm not going to knock him for that. But for me, I would like to see a bit more defending, of your defender. There's 4 of you at the back and your best ability, in my opinion, as a left back. I know the systems have changed and football's changes. You should be able to defend, and that's just me.
Okay. Rash, Jeff, what you guys saying?
Keep at all costs for me.
Me too. It's a club captain, or for me, like he's the only one who has the right mentality. One of the only ones in the club. He looks like he's ready to get in people's face, shout, uplift them. I think his injury problems have been a bit annoying because as soon as he hits a run of form, he's injured again, and then we expect him to get back to what he was before. But I think, give him a full season, and he's gonna show us. So keep it all.
Do you know what? There was even one point where he got injured and then he came back the same person. Like he didn't even need that time that much to get his energy back. He just got, I think, 3 games. He got assist and stuff. And I don't want my left back getting assist, but I'll take it 100%. Do you know what I mean? You want your wingers, you want your attacking mids to do the business. But if you're relying on your left back, then maybe I shouldn't be blaming him. Maybe I shouldn't be blaming him that he's not doing defensive work if he's not going to fucking do their job up top. So
that's why I say it's the system, because Xhaka would fill in. And he would just be overlapping whoever's left wing, and just be swinging balls in constantly. But maybe he needs to even get better at what cross he picks, because he's a good crosser of the ball. But sometimes you're just fizzing in these crosses, and you maybe don't need to. Look for pullbacks. Can you hang it? Like there's other types of crosses rather than just fizzing.
I mean, while we're on this topic quickly, I don't want to waste too much time on it, but would you be happy to do a 3 back and then have Tierney as your wing back? Would that work for you guys? Do you think that's a long-term thing, or do you think that's only for certain games where we're coming up against teams potentially that park the bus all the time and that we need to break them down? What do you think?
I think that's for certain games. He can definitely do the wing back role, but I think he can do the left back role as well. But I think he needs to just play the left back role more consistently, so he can get used to the fact that he's got to do both sides of the game. Because I think he can definitely do that. He just has to get used to it. But I think what he is a left back who is adaptable to play in multiple systems. Not like a Marcus Alonso, who if he's not playing 3 at the back, you'd rather not play him at all.
That guy there, when he's not playing left wing back,
My God,
dreadful. But then when he's a left wing back, he's great going forward.
Exactly, he's just great going forward. So yeah, man. All right, last two. Let's wrap it up. We got Rob Holden. He's gone bald. What are we saying, Rob Holden?
I don't know if this will be unpopular.
I'm saying sell for the right price.
I actually like Holden. I probably like Holden more than I like Chambers in terms of like centre back duties and whatnot. But yeah, again, what's the right price? Like, who in their right mind's gonna come and spend 20 mil on like Rob Holden?
I'd take 15.
Man.
Look, see it like this. We've got Ben White coming in, yeah? So, I mean, I'll be honest, I haven't seen too much of Ben White. I've seen like the YouTube video. The YouTube shows you the best bits. But then United fans sent me a video of saying Ben White's worst moment. I've seen Rashford chop him off a few times, and I didn't like it.
Rashford chopped him twice.
So, having said that, you're always going to see those. But it's when you go to the club, it's how consistent and how productive you are to the team. Yeah, Ben White's coming in. Like they play the same position. I don't think you need both, to be fair. However, I do like Holden and all. He does the job, and he's got that aggressive side that you like to see. He'll argue with you and stuff, and the players, and make you feel uncomfortable as a striker. So, keep.
Okay. Keep.
I see Rash. I see Rash giving it the side eye.
Rash gonna put him in no words needed.
Nah, I think that was left for the last man standing in all this. Yeah. So Rash, what are you saying?
I don't rate Holden.
Yeah.
I've given him his chances. He still looks like Bambi on his feet. I'm not impressed with his defense. I mean, like, yeah, sometimes he's good, but yeah, I mean,
Let's go.
yeah. I would sell. There is no right price. What, 10 million to Norwich or something like that.
Yeah.
Possibly. Yeah.
Look, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
You said Bambi, yeah?
Yeah.
Is Rob Holden actually Bambi, or has he got better with the footwork?
He has got better, but he's got better from being like Bambi when he was born. Do you remember Bambi when he was born? Yeah. Yeah. That's what he was. Yeah. When Rob Holden used to have the ball at his feet, he's like he lost his brain. He did not know what was going on. Like, oh my gosh, the ball's at my feet. Oh. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Then it went through, okay, the ball's at my feet. 1 touch, that's cool. 2 touch, 3 touch. Oh shit, I've got 3 touches of the ball. What am I doing with the ball still? Yeah. It's worrying. It's worrying to watch when he's on the ball and has 3 touches. Yeah. Don't know what he's gonna do. So, like, yeah, he's had his games where he's played hard. I have that image of him standing over Mane in that game over Liverpool. I didn't really like that imagery at all. But he's a gooner, so I allowed it. You know, like, he's a gooner, so I allowed it. You know what I'm trying to say?
I hear you.
You feel me? I'm feeling it, but it is what it is. You're wearing the jersey, so I had to respect it. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But yeah, I think that's his best moment, and yeah, he can get the hell out of the club, bro. Like.
Oh wow, like, Jack is there already.
To me, I think Holding could just go. I don't give a shit how much we get for him. Like, I've had enough. Why are you here? Get the hell out of it, man.
I'm not mad at that, to be fair. I said sell for the right price, to be kind, but he can.
What price? No one is spending double figures.
Yeah,
eight figures. Like no one's doing
that. If Pablo Mari is just going, Holden can just go as well.
Yeah. Holden, you know what? Holden's kept us a few clean sheets. He's been one of our best. He's won his duels, he's one-on-ones, and then we'll praise him for those games, man.
I ain't praised him ever.
All right, sell for the right price. How about that? How about that?
Hey, Rash is a tough customer. I'll tell you that for free.
All right, how about sell for the right price? Is that a decent compromise?
There's no right price, man. Like, it's
I'm still
either
saying keep.
he's either a keep more to prove, and I think we're outvoted. So just go, please.
Yeah,
All
fuck
right,
it.
just go,
Just
yeah,
go.
just go, man. Just go.
Salute to you, though, man.
3.2 million. 3.2.
Make 1.2 million. We bought him for 2.
Wait. Damn. I should keep. Why is he so far down? I thought I was going to go that way down.
Your words have no power here.
Oh, shit.
Smith Rowe must at all costs. Oh my! Wait, Smith Rowe's not in the top, bro. Is he? No, he's not. That's Tierney. That's Tierney. Smith Rowe's
Who's that? The pack star?
That was a Paxer, yeah.
Yeah.
You can't insult us and then laugh. If Smith was at all costs, we're not good.
Yeah.
Don't judge us as good. We're not.
Trust me.
Yeah, people smash the likes. All right, last and least, we got Granit Xhaka. I'm not even want to talk about him. You guys speak about him.
Man. All right. Let me just get mine out of the way so I can stay quiet. I've said it before. I've never known someone who helps and hinders you all at the same time. Like at one point, I didn't even want him near a football. Like I just wanted him to just run. Like don't touch the ball at all. But you see what like he's almost depended on in that team, like tactically in that. Like the manager trusts him, players trust him, and it shows that we are a long way from any sunlight. We're in a 23-1 lockdown right now. He has to go by any means necessary. I'm happy that, and the worst thing is he's going to do very well in Italy because it's a slower pace. He will do very well over there. Here, it's over. By any means, please leave the club. Thank you for your services. You've been here a long time. You overcame some adversity. I understand. Leave.
All right, cool. So he's Jeff is saying sell, thanks for nothing. All right, Rash, what are you saying?
He changed it. Thanks for nothing.
No, this is changed for bare times today. Look, as Jeff said, man, he is like the worst help in the world. Do you know what I mean? Like we can't seem to play without him, and with him, we just don't know what's gonna happen. And it's not that I think he's a bad player at all. I don't think he's a bad player. And you know what? He's not someone who is lacking in any heart at all as well. He plays with a passion, and he you can tell he loves the club. And that's why he's so passionate, and that's why he got so angry that time. You know what I mean? He's got a real deep love for the club. It's just his decision making. It's like he just loses his head and he just forgets where he is and what he's supposed to be doing.
Like, you forget where you are on the pitch.
Yeah, have you forgotten you're on the
You're
pitch?
selling in. You're selling in.
Do you guys remember in the London derby? You remember when he gave a penalty away and he took out Son? I remember Gary Neville. He said, "This is absolutely ridiculous." He just took one look. He said, "This is ridiculous."
I don't understand you. You know, you're just watching him and you're like, "Please don't, please don't, please don't."
He did it.
Oh, he did it. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But then you'll see games with him where he's the most composed player on the pitch. Do you know what I mean? And you're just like, what is this Jekyll and Hyde behavior that we have from this guy? You know, so do you know what? For the Dr. Jekyll in him, I say sell for the right price. Because you know what? The Dr. Jekyll in him is really a good player. Do you know what I mean? The Mr. Hyde is a dangerous guy. He's a dangerous guy. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'll just say sell, but for the right price. I know what the rest of you feel, but I'm gonna give him his flower. Yeah, I'm gonna give him his flower.
All right, do you know what he's saying?
I already know this one's gonna be a long one.
No, not for me.
No, I mean in regards to the slaughterness. I knew nobody was. And I'm surprised you don't want to say in this, John, because you've been the most vocal for God knows how long. But I will say this. I mean, once you don't like someone, I'm just gonna put this on. Once you don't like someone, and they do something nice, you still go back to thinking that guy he done something wrong to me. I didn't like it, and I feel like a lot of you have that in your heads in regards to Xhaka. Unfortunately, this guy could win a title, but in 5 years' time, you'll still say, "Do you remember that time he gave away that penalty? Do you remember when he did this and did that?" But I'm not. John said yeah with his chest.
Yeah. Yep. I can't lie. I'm not forgetting.
So for me, yeah, I'm out voting. I was gonna say so for the right price. I think Rome.
I get that.
Say again.
Rush did that as well.
Oh, did he? Oh, Rash. My bad.
Yeah.
Okay. For reasons being, Rome thing won him in the 30s, somewhere in the 30s, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's Jose that wants him, right?
Jose, yeah.
How much?
18 million.
Oh, was it 18? Okay, cool.
He's being sold. Like, let's be clear, he is going.
Yeah,
he's going. Yeah, he is going. Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, if we look at I think Rash used a really good analogy in terms of Jekyll and Hyde. It has been 50-50 good, 50-50 bad in regards. But if you look at his tournament for Euros, he actually had a good tournament. I think we'll all agree with that. So I think yeah, he's got a goal, man. Unfortunately, there's too much negativity towards him from fans, and that's never good, man. That's never good because he's never going to do good in your eyes, even if he plays at the best game of his career. So we can't have that. Unfortunately, for that reason being said, yeah, man, sell him for the right price, man. That's just 18 mil is not bad, man. Let's be real. Could go towards something. So let's have it.
Yeah, you know what Xhaka's like? He's like that guy who breaks your leg but pays for your hospital bill.
Oh shit!
That's not a bad one. That's not a bad one, actually.
And he would break your leg. Like,
yeah, and they'll pay for it too.
I actually like him, man. As a person, I like him, man. He's got a lot of character, but I just don't think Arsenal is the club for him. Like I said, he's gonna go and do very well, bro.
Yeah, I mean, 18 million for him. After he played at the Euros, you look back and say you could get more for him, and we definitely could. I mean, we don't sell great, full stop. I just think with Xhaka, there's been too many times that people have said that he needs the right partner. He's had Torreira next to him. Obviously, Elneny, I'm not going to blame him for Elneny because Elneny is not good enough. He's had Partey next to him. He's had a few guys next to him, and it always seems like it's never quite been right. And then my issue with him is that he doesn't take enough accountability for his mistakes when they're clear. And that's part of leadership and being a leader for me, that you need to take accountability. It's not all good scoring one free kick a season and say people speak a lot. There's a reason people speak a lot. It's because you made the most errors leading to goals since you've been here, you fool. So,
here we go. He said he was staying quiet. We don't need you to say speak your mind.
Nah. You know what? I'm done. Just go.
Man called him a fool.
You fool. That's when you know you're really angry.
That was personal.
You know
that
what?
Was personal.
Just go. Just sell thanks for nothing. When you came, we finished 4th. Since then, we finished 6th, 5th, 8th, and 8th. So thanks for nothing. And see you later. That's my message.
Like it's all Shaka's fault. We finished down.
I don't give a damn. You can go. You can go. In fact, I'll take the president today. I'm going. See you later.
I knew you wasn't going to hold your tongue when it came to him.
It's years of frustration.
Years of anger, bro. Years of anger. But yeah, man. All right. So that's
this is a very poor Arsenal team, man. Look at that shit.
If you did this with United, and hopefully we could do a United one next week, we'll get Ed and a few boys in, yeah? If you did this with United
one, yeah, we can do United one, yeah.
If we did this with United, there will probably be only 2 players, and that will be Fred and McTominay and get the head out of it kind of thing. Whereas the rest would be split between keep, more potential, whatever. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, no, that's more that can go and get the hell out of it.
United ones will be interesting. We should do that one.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do that one next week. That's a good one.
For it.
What about Liverpool get Lambs? And I think we can get our boy Liam Maguire on as well. He's a big Liverpool one.
We can do a Liverpool one. Yeah, let's do it. But yeah, man. All right, let me run through it. So, no words needed. We take a loss Runnison, and William. Sel, thanks for nothing. El Nene, Kolasinac, Pablo Mari, Reese Nelson, Rob Holden, and Graham Saka.
John, sorry, can we change the thanks for nothing? Because Nene is in there, and he's quite a good guy, and Kolasinac, and a few guys that we like, respect. So we don't want to say thanks for nothing because we do like them. They just weren't good enough,
Oh, nah, it has to say thanks for. That means from a football perspective, just get out of here, man. We don't want you.
I'll change it to just go, please. So that's respectful. Hell for the right price. Hell for the right price. We got Bellerin, Cedric, Nketiah, Joe Willock, Laka, Leno, Torreira, Maitland-Niles.
Bellerin's lucky he should have been in the one below that still.
A couple guys on this row lucky that they're not below, but we'll keep it moving. Keep more to prove. Balogun, Callum Chambers, as Rash said, the invincible man, Smith Rowe, Gabriel, Aubameyang, Partey, and Pepe. And the keep must stay at all costs. We only have 3, which says it all. Martinelli, Saka, and Tierney. And that's our Arsenal keep or sell. Damn, we have a crap team.
Chambers, I'm gonna change his name to Captain Scarlet. Who remembers Captain Scarlet? The indestructible man.
Yeah. Man. Hey. Man. We might as well put him at the top at this rate because he's just never gonna go anyway.
That's me, bro.
Hey. But yeah, man, listen, it's been a very good stream going through that. As Arsenal fans, it's been a bit depressing, but I think it's been eye-opening as well because I think we've all said in group chats that maybe we need to lower our standards. I mean, not lower our standards for the club, but lower our standards for the team. I think they're two separate things. And I think maybe for the team, that's something we need to do for next season, but still hold the club in the same regard. Big up Ireland saying, Kroenke, no words needed, sell for the right price and just go. I mean, we all wish that could happen, but that's gone quiet again. So that's nothing we can control. But yeah, people, make sure to smash the likes. Still 6 of you in here. Much love for that. If you're new, subscribe. Friday night's been a very good show. So yeah, we should be back on next week, 2 days. Not sure which 2 yet. We'll definitely do United, a keep or sell one, and then the other one's going to be a debate show. We're not sure yet if it's going to be the Invincibles against the 07-08 team.
No.
It's either going to be that or it's going to be Suarez versus R9 versus Henry as like a trio strikers debate. So we're going to do one of those. So yeah, they'll both get juicy. I'm sure of that. But yeah, people, appreciate you all jumping on. Make sure to leave a comment if you're checking this out afterwards. Smash a like. And yeah, before we leave you, just a few words from Rash as always.
So today's a bit of a personal one. So I just would like to give a shout out to a personal friend of mine, Sean. He lost his son, Shane, on Wednesday afternoon to a senseless killing in Brixton. I just want to let you know that our thoughts are with you, our condolences for your family, and just hold your head, and you're in our prayers.
Yeah, obviously horrible news to hear. Rest in peace. We were saying it a few weeks ago about the message about stop all these needless killings. Unfortunately, it's something that's not going to stop overnight. But all we can do is just pray for his family that they can move on from this over time and keep the good things, the good memories. But yeah, definitely our thoughts with him. And well said there, Ash. And we share those condolences. So yeah, people, that's it. That's it from us. We'll be back next week. Make sure you all have a good weekend. Peace and love from us. Take care, people. Peace.